Hello, welcome to our channel Elimika Mtandaoni. My name is Agustino Mogosi. Today we are proceeding with a series of lectures on electronic and mobile commerce. And in today's lecture, we'll be talking about drivers and benefits of electronic commerce. So there is a tremendous expansion of electronic commerce, and this can be explained by the so-called drivers and characteristics. They can be explained by the benefits and changes in the business environment. So when we talk about the drivers of electronic commerce, although electronic commerce is about less than 30 years old, it is expected that to have non-stoppable growth, and it expands consistently into new areas of our life. So the question is, what drives electronic commerce? What makes electronic commerce grow so fast? Electronic commerce is driven by a number of factors. It depends on the industry, it depends on the company or the application that is involved. But the major drivers of electronic commerce, as they are seen here, they are self-explanatory. We have some drivers such as the benefits that consumers get from using electronic commerce. That can be a driver. It can be a thing that can force these electronic commerce to keep growing. There are some innovative models that every day rise. Nowadays, we have more models than those that we were having in back years. Back years, we used it to just go to a shop and buy something and come at your home. But nowadays, with the emergence of internet, there has been a lot of more and more innovative business models. So that can be another driver. But there is another driver that is called the competition and business environment. As we know that nowadays, it's not like the back years where we had a few businesses, but nowadays we have one business with a lot of companies operating using to provide such services. So there is a lot of competition, so a lot of innovation is needed, and that innovation is provided by electronic commerce. We have also benefits to organizations and vendors. We know vendors now benefits a lot from electronic commerce. Nowadays, people can place orders online. Nowadays, people can buy, can pay online. So a lot of stuffs can be done even at a distance in remote areas. So it has a number of benefits to vendors, and in this lecture we'll also see these benefits and see the examples. We have some benefits to the society. It's also another driver that drives or forces electronic commerce to keep growing. There is an emergence of social business and economy. There is an emergence of social business and economy. We have a lot of capabilities, electronic commerce capabilities. We have a lot of electronic commerce capabilities. Electronic commerce can do a lot nowadays. So that can be one among the drivers that makes electronic commerce to grow. We have a lot of technical developments and even the benefits to the society. We have some more drivers like expansion to service industries and global reach. Nowadays, it is possible to do business even in other countries. You are in Tanzania and you can do business with other people in other countries. So those are what we call drivers of electronic commerce. When we go to the benefits of electronic commerce now, let's see the benefits of electronic commerce. There are many benefits of electronic commerce, and they continue to increase with the time. We have elected to organize them in 3 categories. So electronic commerce can provide benefits to first, organization. It can provide benefits to organization. It can provide benefits to individual customers, and also it can provide benefits to society. So these are the most 3 categories where electronic commerce can provide business to that. The major benefit of electronic commerce is the creation of opportunities to start a business in an unconventional ways. The business models permit entrepreneurs to open businesses with little money and experience and grow them rapidly. So we have a number of business models that nowadays the entrepreneurs can open businesses even with a small amount of money or with a little experience, and they can grow those businesses very rapidly. So many entrepreneurs are making some big money online, because nowadays we have a lot of online businesses. You can do a lot of businesses with the help of internet. We have some businesses like the opening of blogs. You can have a blog, you can do affiliate marketing, you can open, let's say, YouTube channels. All those are a lot of businesses that someone can opt and can gain a lot of money, but it doesn't require much of the money or experience to conduct them. So now let us see these benefits one after another, starting with the benefits to organizations. We have one benefit that we call global reach. Nowadays, it is possible to quickly locate customers and business partners at a reasonable cost worldwide. So you can reach the worldwide at a very reasonable cost, and you can locate customers and even business partners quickly. We have what we call cost reduction as another benefit to the organization. When we talk about cost reduction, we say there is lower cost of information processing, we have lower cost of storage, we have lower cost of distribution. So nowadays we can do business without investing much in the processing, storage and distribution of information. All you need to have is a little bandwidth that you can use to connect it to several systems that exist out there, and you can do your business. There is what we call facilitate problem solving. With the electronic commerce, you can solve complex problems that have remained unsolved. And we have supply chain improvement. This electronic commerce reduces delays, it reduces inventories and even cost. Nowadays we have a business model like what we call drop shipping. It's a kind of business model where you don't have to own inventories, you don't have to have a store. All you have to have is just a simple website that can advertise some items that are stored in the manufacturer. So all you have to do after you have gotten an order, then you ship the order to the manufacturer, and the manufacturer himself will be the one to ship to the customer. So there is an improvement in the supply chain. There is what we call a business is always open. Actually, with the electronic commerce, you can open your business 24/7 in 365 days of the year. No overtime, no other cost that you can incur. We have another one that is customization. You can make order for customers' preferences. That is also can be a benefit of electronic commerce. There are some other benefits like ability to innovate, to use new business models. There is lower communication costs because the internet is cheaper than you can use private lines. There is efficient procurement where you can save time and reduce cost by enabling what we call electronic procurement. There is an improved customer service and relationship because there is direct interaction with customers. So there is better customer relationship management if you are using electronic commerce. It helps with the SME to compete. Electronic commerce may help these small companies to compete against large ones by using special business models. So nowadays, not the giant companies that can only compete. Nowadays, even SMEs can also compete. There is lower inventories. If you use customization inventories, then customization inventories can be minimized. There is lower cost of distributing digitizable products. Nowadays, we don't have much of the physical products. For example, it's not necessary to sell CDs. Now you can sell music. You can deliver online about 90% and it will be cheaper. Nowadays, even the newspapers. We have seen that in Tanzania, we have a company called Mwananchi newspapers now have gone into using mobile technology to sell their newspapers. So the production also becomes cheaper, so it saves paperworks. There is another benefit to organization, that is it provides competitive advantage. As we know that using electronic commerce, that means you are using internet, you are using other networks, then there is lower prices, there is better service, there is improved brand image. So these can be considered to be the benefits of e-commerce to organizations. How about to consumers? When we talk about the benefits of electronic commerce to consumers, there is one what we call availability. There is huge selection to choose from, vendors to choose from, products to choose from, information styles. So nowadays, if you need a shirt, before buying that shirt, then there is a possibility that you can visit several sites and see the price and see the different qualities, and you can select those. There is what we call availability. How about ubiquity? When we say ubiquity, that means availability everywhere. So you can shop at any time from any place. So that is what we call ubiquity. There is also what we call self-configuration. That means you can self-customize products. For example, a company called Puma allows customers to design their own sneakers. So they allow customers to design their own sneakers. So that is self-customization. You can self-customize the products that you want. We have, you can find bargains. You can use comparison engine, and therefore a consumer can pay less. So that is another advantage. There is real-time delivery. There is real-time delivery. When you say real-time delivery, nowadays you can even download digital products quickly. So you don't have to wait for a CD to be shipped from America to you. So you can buy the music just online and get it within a very short time. So that is what we call real-time delivery. There are also no sales tax. Sometimes there are no sales tax. But nowadays the governments in these different countries, even in Tanzania now, are starting to impose tax in these online businesses. We have enabled telecommuting. Now, when you say telecommuting, people now can work or study at home or at any place thanks to electronic commerce. There is also another benefit, that is social interaction and engagement. We have in social networks, we can get reviews, we can get recommendations. Nowadays, if you sell your product and you post it, let's say in Instagram, then it is possible to see some comments, some reviews, some likes that will tell you if your product is good or not good. So you can learn from these social networking sites. We have what we call, it is now possible to find unique items. It is very possible to find unique items. That means using online auctions, you can get collectible items. You can find a lot of items that you never thought that you would get. There is what we call comfortable shopping as another benefit of electronic commerce. You can shop at your own leisure without pushy sales clerks bothering you, or just let's go to this shop, let's go to this. So there are no middlemen. You can just shop at your own leisure. So those are the benefits that consumers get by using electronic commerce. Now, we have benefits to the society. We have benefits to the society, and when we talk about society, the surrounding environment. So it enables what we call telecommuting, as we have said. It facilitates work at home. There is less traffic, pollution, so it is an advantage. There is more and better public services that is provided by electronic government. As we know that, for example, nowadays we have what we call electronic health. We have information systems that are used to provide health services. Now you can get services online. There is improved homeland security, where there is facilitation of domestic security. There is increased standard of living. Nowadays, you can buy more and at a cheaper price, and you can get better education also. You can get education online. As you can see nowadays, thanks to electronic commerce, even you can have lectures online. You are given a video and you watch your lecture. You can rewatch and rewatch until you get to understand whatever is said. There is what we call close the digital divide. Now people are allowed, even in rural areas and developing countries, are allowed to use more services and purchase what they really like. Before that, there was a digital divide. You can do what we call home shopping, where the society can benefit with home shopping. There is less travel, there is less pollution, you don't get air pollution or whatever. That is. I have an example to give you. There is a person called Madison Robinson. He was a 15-year-old student. He's a 9th grader. That girl opened her business, both online and offline. Then she designs the footwear herself. Then Madison uses a Twitter account and tweets about fishy plops, and only 2 years of operation, that business became very profitable enough to pay for Madison's college expenses. So as you know that with the emergence of electronic commerce now, you can do you can start business. As you can see, that this girl here is 15 years old and has started a business, a fish flops business, and she used the only Twitter account and she tweeted about fishy flops, and within only 2 years of her operation, then the benefits, she started to get some benefits, some profits that were enough to pay for her college expenses, and now she is benefiting from that business. Actually, electronic commerce is like a provider of efficiency, effectiveness, and competitive advantage. The benefits of electronic commerce may result in significant changes in the way business is conducted. So if we change the way business is conducted, the way we did businesses at first was in manual way, but now with the introduction of internet and other information systems, then we have transformed the manual way of doing business. Now the business has been automated. So these changes may positively impact the corporate operations, resulting in a competitive advantage for firms using electronic commerce, as well as more efficient governments and non-profit organization. So before we proceed, let me pose some questions to you. So if now you are asked to list down the major drivers of electronic commerce, if you are told to list down the major drivers of electronic commerce, I'm expecting you could be able to list at least 10 drivers. How about can you be able to list the benefits of electronic commerce to consumers, to organizations, and to society? I know from after you have listened to this lecture, it is possible now to list down such benefits. From your knowledge now, if I ask you, can you describe some technical developments that facilitate electronic commerce? Just think, what are the technical developments? What are the technologies that have been invented that facilitated electronic commerce to grow that big? And also, how can you identify additional benefits to the society? Think of the society that you are in, and if you ever use the electronic commerce, as now you have understood what electronic commerce is, now think, what are other benefits apart from the ones that I have listed for you? So that set of questions, I'm expecting you to be able to answer them. Now let us move to another concept which is among the drivers of electronic commerce, and this is what we call social computing and commerce. The first generation of electronic commerce involved mainly trading, electronic services, and corporate sponsored collaboration. currently we are moving into the second generation of electronic commerce, which we call it electronic commerce 2. And actually it is based on Web 2 tools. It is based on social media. It is based on social networks. And it is based on virtual worlds. All of the offsprings of social computing. When we say social computing, what does it mean? When we say social computing, it means it refers to a computing system that involves social interaction and behaviors. So it is just a computing system that involves social interaction and behaviors. You will find that a certain person is a friend of another person, and this person is a friend of another person. This one is a friend of this, and this one is a friend of this, but this one here also is a friend of this. So when you say social computing, it's that we do an interaction, we do a kind of computing system where we can interact and we can pose our behaviors, etc. It is performed with a set of tools that include, we can use blogs to do social computing, we can use wikis to do social computing, we can use social networks, services, or other social software tools, and even social marketplaces. Whereas when we are talking about traditional computing system, it was concentrating on business processes, particularly transaction processing and increases in productivity. But social computing concentrates on improving collaboration and interaction among people and on user-generated content. So nowadays, the contents are not generated by the business, by the users themselves. So a person can open a page using a website, let's say Instagram website, and that page, he can put contents using that site. So apart from before, where we expected that the webmaster was the only one to post on the website and others will be the ones only to view and comment. So when we talk about social computing nowadays, the power of the content, the power to put the content is invested on the users. So people themselves can create their own content. In social computing and commerce, people work together over the internet. They consult with the specialists and they locate goods and services that are recommended by their friends. So if you are following someone, let's say you are in Facebook, you are following someone and someone posts something interesting, then it is possible for you to ask for assistance from that, and that person can tag the business where that a product is, and that business can directly contact you. So there is very wide interaction, there is very wide cooperation and collaboration. Example of social computing where it helps in travel. Advances in social computing can impact travel operations and even decisions. Travelers now can share good travel experiences, or they can warn others of bad experiences using sites. So a person can visit, let's say, Ngorongoro and find that Ngorongoro is not as he or she thought it to be. Then using his account in social media, he or she can post pictures, can post comments, different posts, and say if the Ngorongoro is as good as she thought, or is bad, or whatever. In social computing, information is mostly generated by individuals and is available to all, and it is usually for free. All you need to do is to follow someone or to subscribe to a certain channel. So the major implementation tools of social computing are two things. The first one is what we call Web 2, and another one is what we call social media. These are the major implementation tools of social computing. When we talk about Web 2, let's go back here. And when we talk about Web 2, the term Web 2, this term actually was coined by a person called Aurel Media I remember it is in 2004. In 2004, the Web 2.0 is the second generation of internet-based tools and services that enable users to easily generate content, to easily share media and communicate and collaborate in an innovative way. Orel divided Web 2 into 4 levels and provided examples of each. Some view Web 2 as a new digital ecosystem, which can be described through 5 C's. That means when you're talking about Web 2, you are talking about the first C as creativity, connectivity, collaboration, and convergence. And the 5th is community. So Web 2 facilitates creativity, facilitates connectivity, facilitates collaboration, facilitates convergence, and community. The major tools that Web 2 uses and the applications, will describe them in the next chapter. So another implementation tool for social computing is social media. The term social media has got several definitions. The popular definition is that social media involves user-generated online text, image, audio, and video content that are delivered via Web 2 platforms and tools. So social media also depends on Web 2 technologies, because it is the Web 2 that allows creativity, it is the Web 2 that allows connectivity, it is the Web 2 that allows collaboration, and it is the Web 2 that allows a convergence and community. So this media is used primarily for social interaction and conversation, such as sharing opinions, experiences, some insights and perceptions for this online collaboration. Therefore, it is a very powerful force for socialization. The key element in that users can produce, can control, and can manage their own content. So if you are creating a site in Instagram, then you can be able to produce the content by yourself. You can be able to control what to post, who to comment, who to like, who even to see your content. You can also manage that content. Okay? The difference between social media and the Web 2, let me say, you have to note that the concept of Web 2 is actually related to the concept of social media, if you have seen. Because it is all about collaboration, it is all about connectivity, it is all about convergence and community base. Many people equate these terms and use them interchangeably, but some people point out the difference. While social media uses Web 2 and its tools technologies, the social media concepts include the philosophy of connected people, the interactions among them, the social support that is provided, the digital content that is created by users, and so on. So the Web 2 relies much on the technology that is provided. But if you go to the Web 2, the social media, then it goes further even to the philosophy of connected people. So that is what we mean when we say social media and the Web 2 as the two implementation tools of social computing. Now let's talk about social networks services. Social networking and social networking services. The most interesting electronic commerce application in the current years has been the emergence of social and enterprise social networks. Originating from the online communities, these networks are growing rapidly and provide many new electronic commerce initiatives. They provide new revenue models. They provide new business models. Actually, a social network is a social entity composed of nodes. When we say node, it's like this. Think of this being a node. This is a node. So speaking of a social network, is composed of nodes. And when we say nodes, they are generally individuals. So this can be a person. Let's say person 1, this is person 2, this is person 3, this is person 4. Or they can be organizations, or they can be groups. But these persons, these nodes are connected by links. They are connected by links. This connects to this connects to this connects to this connects to this, connects to that, connects to another person here, connects to another person here, this connects to this one here, you can find this connects to this one here. But these links, what are these links? These links are what we call hobbies, These links are called the friendship. These links are called the profession. For example, if you are using, let's say, Facebook account, then you connect it to other person. You create a social network with a link which is called friendship. If you are using, let's say, LinkedIn, you can connect it to another professional with a link called the profession. So the structures are often complex. You can find this person connects to this, connects to this, connects to that. You may find the people that you studied with in secondary are the ones that you studied with the people that you studied with in primary. And you can find that they are the people that are connected with the people that you studied with at college. So the structures are very complex, and in its simplest form, a social network can be described by the image of nodes and links. And these are the nodes, and these are the links. The network can also be used to describe, let's say, a Facebook social graph. Visit facebook.com, you will see. When you talk about social networking services, now we have understood what is social networking. Now, how about social networking services? Social networking services, for example, Facebook is a social networking service. LinkedIn is a social networking service. Instagram is a social networking service. They provide and host a web service or a web space for communities of people to build their home pages for free. So if we want to have a social network, then we need a social networking service. So social networking services also provide basic support tools for conducting different activities, and they allow vendors to provide apps. Social networks are people-oriented, but increasingly are used for commercial purposes. Nowadays, many people use Instagram account to advertise their products, use WhatsApp, they use Facebook accounts, they use Pinterest, etc. to advertise their products. So the difference between the social networking services and the social network is that when you speak of social network, a social network is composed of nodes that are connected by links, but social networking service, these are the ones that they provide and host a web space for communities to build their home pages for free so that they can social network. The following are some examples of social networking services. For example, Facebook.com is a social networking service. It's the most visited social networking website. YouTube.com and Metacaf.com, users can upload and view their video clips. So it's another social networking service where you can post your videos and you can also view you can view the videos. We have LinkedIn.com. It's the major enterprise-oriented social network. We have Habbo.com. If you ever heard of Habbo.com, this is an entertaining country-specific sites. It is for kids and for adults. We have another one that is called the Pinterest. Pinterest.com. It provides platform for organizing and sharing images. Most of the time you just post images. We have Google Plus. It is found under plus.google.com. It's a business-oriented social network. We have another one that we call MySpace. MySpace, if you haven't heard of MySpace, actually this facilitates socialization and entertainment for people of all ages. We have another one that is called Instagram.com. This is a platform that it provides a platform to share photos and even videos. We have, apart from social networking as social networking, we have enterprise social networks. Business-oriented social networks can be public, such as LinkedIn.com. As such, they are owned and managed by an independent company. Another type of business-oriented social network is private, owned by corporates. It is operated inside them. You can have an organization and you can create your own social network. For example, the Starbucks idea, the enterprise social network that Starbucks uses. Now, let us talk about this social commerce. What is social commerce? After we have understood what is social computing, we have understood social networks, social media, Web 2, social networking services. Now, what is social commerce? When we say social commerce, actually, also known as social business. Sometimes they say social commerce, sometimes they say social business. It is an electronic commerce transactions that are delivered via social media. So speaking of social commerce is when you do electronic commerce using social media. So social commerce is considered like a subset of electronic commerce by some people. Just like when we had a mobile commerce as a part of electronic commerce, also social commerce is another part of electronic commerce. More specifically, we can say it is a combination of electronic commerce, electronic marketing, electronic commerce, the supporting technologies, even the social media content. As you can see in this diagram here, we can have electronic commerce, electronic marketing, Web 2, social media, we have support theories, etc. Social commerce, as is seen in the figure, is created from the integration of electronic commerce and electronic marketing using Web 2, using social media applications. Then the interaction is supported by several theories such as social capital, social psychology, consumer behavior, online collaboration. All those theories are resulting in a set of useful applications that drive social commerce. So, thank you very much for following Elimika Mtandaoni. Today we had a very, very, very long lecture on starting from the drivers of electronic commerce, moved to the benefits of electronic commerce, and then we discussed the what we call social computing, social commerce. So, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. My name is Agustino Mogos. Now, in the next lecture, we'll be talking about the major tools of Web 2 technologies. We'll discuss about the digital and social worlds. We'll be talking about economy. We'll be talking about enterprises. We'll be talking about societies. How can electronic commerce include what we call e-commerce too, and how it facilitates the development of digital and social economy. There is where we define digital economy.